Hi. How are you? How was your week? Mine was okay, except for, losing my voice. I'm going to try to do this, get it done. I had a little girl come with her mom and her aunt for a tour the other day, and they were asking me questions about the preschool. And one of the questions was, what do you do when a child has big feelings, big emotions? And I looked at them and I said, I listen and find out what's going on and understand, because I get big emotions, big feelings of fear and anger and sadness, joy and love. And as the week progressed, I hear more and more about this, about big feelings. So if you look at it through the lens of spirituality, of the Lord, of God, what does it mean? So I Googled Bible verses about big feelings, and this is what I came up with. In Philippians chapter 4, verses 6 through 7, it says, don't worry about anything. Pray and ask God for everything you need. And when you pray, give thanks. And God's peace will keep your hearts and minds in Christ. The peace that God gives is so great, we can't even understand it. I get that. 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 7, give all your worries to him because he cares for you. Isaiah 41:10, don't worry, I am with you, and don't be afraid because I am your God. I will make you strong, and I'll help you. I will support you with my right hand that saves you. And the last one I want to talk about is Psalm 56, verse 3. When I am afraid, I will trust you. So God says, when you have big feelings, talk to me, and I'll calm you down. I'll bring you back. Kind of basically works that way. It doesn't happen right away. Sometimes it takes a little time, but then all of a sudden I realize I'm not quite so anxious right now. The fear has lessened a little bit. We have things that we do. I have things that I do, but I also teach the kids things that they do to keep them to bring them back down to an even keel when they're having big feelings. One of the kids in my class this week, I told you a lot has happened on this subject, and he was having a hard minute, and he was crying loudly and strongly. And so I took him out, away from the distractions, and I said, what's going on? And he wouldn't tell me, he wouldn't say anything. So I waited him out. And eventually he said, I don't know. And I looked at him and I said, I totally get that, because that happens to me quite often. You feel something and you don't know why. You feel fear, but you don't know what it's about. Anxiety, but why? Why am I anxious about this when I wasn't anxious about it yesterday? I told that to him. I said, listen, sometimes we feel that way, and it's okay. And after a while, we feel better. probably God. But whatever it is, if you know that that feeling will get back to normal, maybe you can get through those 15 minutes or 2 hours or a day and a half that you're feeling those big feelings. You're going to have them through your whole life. You're going to have feelings that sometimes you know why you feel this way. Angry, scared, a little nuts, a little hyper. And sometimes you don't know why. So, you walk a little bit. You take a deep breath. You count to 4. You feel the feelings. You go in the car and you scream. You go to the curb and you kick it. And then you relax. Life is not calm or even keeled. Never has been and never will be. The only thing we can do is try ourselves to keep ourselves or bring back the even keel. Not keep, because I can't do anything that long, but bring it back. When I'm at night, when I'm trying to go to sleep and the thoughts are racing through my head, I get my head off of it and I look at things that are concrete. Look at the window, see the fan, touch the bed. Adults are not the only ones who have worries, anxieties, fears. Kids have it just as much. I'm not perfect about how to deal with your children. You deal with your children the way you do. What I do have some experience in is those big feelings. We started a part of our circle time this year with affirmations. And the kids got into it and understood what I was trying to say. Let's calm down. And they figured out how to do it. Big feelings are not bad. They're not things you punish for. They're not things you punish yourself for or feel silly about. It's part of the DNA that was built into us, that God built into us. And it could possibly be maybe a little bit because He wants you to know, He wants me to know He's going to help me through it. You can't see God, you can't touch God, you can't give Him a physical hug. But all of these things that we talk about every week, that God will be there for us. That this is what happened in my life, that I could see that something was taking control and helping. From an entity I can't see or touch. It's got to be coming from Him. That He knows where we're at and wants to help us, whoever we are, however old we are. I know I talk about the same kind of thing every week. Maybe that's because God knows we need to hear it every week. I have a song, and I probably did it before, and it's from when I was a teenager. Lean on me. Sometimes in our lives we all have pain. We all have sorrow. But if we are wise, we know there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on It won't be long till I'm going to need somebody to lean on. Swallow your pride. If I have things you need to borrow, for no one can fill those of your needs that you won't let show. You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. For it won't be long till I'm going to need someone to lean on. If there is a load you have to bear that you can't carry, I'm right up the road. I'll share your load if you just call me. Lean on me. So, when I'm having a hard time, I might call you. When you're having a hard time, you call me. Or run next door to me. Or fly an airplane over to where I am. And I will do the same. God put our friends in our lives. God put all of this stuff in so that we can get through the big feelings. So you have a good day. And when your child has big feelings and you're getting crazy, just stop for a minute and remember, we all have them. We just need to be okay with it and get through it. I hope you can understand what I'm saying, and I hope I made some sense. I love you. I miss you a lot, but we'll be together soon. You have a good week.